Hey y'all. So it's Sunday. Got my hair together um, this morning. But so it's Sunday. Had a little lunch, early dinner before my shift starts today. Um, so I don't know how many ladies, are dating a man that, they like smoking cigarettes, smoking whatever. And uh, it be times that you just want to have a break from all of the smoke and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like it just don't never, it's never a break. And then, like they'll bring up like, well, we always compromising with something that you doing, this, that, and the other. Okay, but we compromise more than y'all think. You know, we raising kids sometimes, we working, cleaning house. It's not like we getting, the extra help or like you were leaving some type of duty off of our plate. Like we are constantly doing something all the freaking time. And then, like one thing that we ask of you to do, it's a problem because you feel like, well, we compromise with what you wearing or how you dressing or how you do something or when you have an attitude or when you having a moment. Okay, but we do all of that and it's a non-stop, non-break. Like we don't never have time to shut down or, be like, today is my day to just, not even have to worry about anything. Like every time we have to worry about, is kids dressed? Do we have the proper this and that? Uh, do we have to, go to this appointment? Did you remember to go to your appointment? Like we are constantly doing something all the time. We're constantly reminding someone to do something on top of what we already got on our plate, on top of what we already doing, and then to go out somewhere and then you can't even sit still to wait for dinner. You can't sit still. Like it's just a constant all the time. And like after a while, like you should get tired of doing the same old. Okay, you say it help relieve your stress. People say cigarettes relieve their stress. People say vaping relieve their stress. People say sniff or chewing snuff or chewing tobacco help their nerves or stress level. But there's times that, you should be able to function for at least one event without having to go through the whole 9 yards and then want somebody else to just sit there and breathe all of the stuff that you want to do. Yeah, I was young. I was in my 20s, but I'm like damn near about to hit 40 and I'm not, out there like, oh, I want to, just smoke all the time and, that's my go-to, or I want to just drink all the time. Like, I don't do that. Like, I might have a glass of wine here and there, but I don't even drink like that because I work so much. I don't even have time. When I don't have time, all of that little fun stuff or all the stuff that is irrelevant, all that stuff is like not important to me because now, my plate is more filled up with things to do to stay busy. So I can't just be like, oh, I gotta smoke here, or oh, I gotta have this drink like right now. I gotta have this drink because, my nerves is on edge or this and that. No, you can't even function or be nice for one event. You can't just sit through an event, laugh, eat some snacks, and call it a day. Like, what is we doing? Like, it's not hitting a nerve, but I feel like at a certain level of maturity, you start to be like, I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to have hangovers like that no more. I don't want to be in a bathroom throwing up or being sick or, can't even, get out the bed because I done had too much to drink, or I done did this, and this. It's people who, have whatever kind of highs they had. They had their highs on pills. They had their highs on, different types of drugs. And, they be trying to kick that habit. And then once they kick the habit, then, they try to be functional human beings. Yeah, we all fall short. I'm not saying that. But there comes a time and a place that you should be able to do that stuff on your own time. But like when you are involving other people, like it should be a compromise at some point that, today I'm not gonna do that today. Like I'm gonna have some kind of dignity to go in here and be chilled and not have to, turn to this and that, or I gotta do this and this. Yeah, it's cool to have a drink, to relax. But to be like obsessive with, like every single time, every time you go somewhere, every time you eat something, every time this and that, like I gotta fire it up. I gotta do this and this. No, you should not have to be like that all the time. And especially not with somebody that you claim that you love, and you want to work through some things, or you want to get some things accomplished. You can't get nothing accomplished when you all the time falling short with your shortcomings or your habits. Like if I had habits like the habits that I have to deal with on some form and some level, like would nobody get nowhere. But if you trying to be, normal or a functional human being, now that's a problem. If you try to, like, if you don't want to drink like that, now that's a problem. I'm letting you know that I don't have to drink just to go and be chilled. But what pisses me off is when you say something foul and then that pisses me off. Now I'm on 10, or now I'm raising my voice supposedly, or now I'm doing something that you don't like me to do. And then I'm like, dude, do you realize all the stuff that I have on my plate? But yeah, and still you got shit that you ain't taking care of. You still ain't took care of it. But you want to sit up here and talk about some shit that I'm doing. No, I'm taking care of my stuff. What about you? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to point and make it seem like, oh, well, this and that, and y'all know that we doing this, and if you don't want to deal with it, why y'all, in a situation? Okay, well, first off, when I met the person that I'm dealing with right now, I can tell you right now, they were not smoking as much as they are since they've been with me. They asked me, how did I feel about them doing that? I was cool with it because, one, I have my own place. So if that's what you do at your house, cool. But then, it comes a time that, like, be respectful for the stuff. I don't smoke in my car like that. I don't smoke in my house like that. So be respectful at least when you are out with me. Like, if I was the type of person that, oh, yeah, I'm smoking, like, I done dealt with it. I done try to tolerate it. But now it's just to a point that even my tolerance is starting to just be limited to the point that it's starting to piss me off, and it's starting to frustrate me, because it's like when I bring up something, now you want to say it's the past, or oh, you want to bring up something, oh, and now you want to trip about it. No, I'm not trying to trip about it, but like it's to the point that it's pissing me off, so now I gotta say something about it. Then when I say something about it, now you don't want to hear what I'm saying. You just want to just be like, well, this is me, and you already knew what it was. Like, no, sir. Because if I knew what it was, and if I knew that's what you were doing on a daily basis, every single day, and constantly doing it even between stuff, then I probably would have said, oh, this ain't for me. Or I would have said, like, it's cool, but do it on your own time. Like, don't do it when you with me all the time, because I don't have to deal with you smoking in my face all the time. And you know I have asthma. And it's almost like you disregard the fact that I had asthma. You disregard the fact that I have other issues that I'm trying to deal with and be a functional human being. And you still think that this is cool for me to deal with this because that's what you do. Okay, well then that's funny, because if I was drinking all the time, I guarantee your ass would not like me. You would be like, oh my God, why you always gotta drink every time you turn around, you drinking? I guarantee you wouldn't like me, because then I wouldn't be the same person that I am when I'm sober and I'm trying to explain and talk about stuff that's on my mind. But because I try to hold it in, I try to be tolerant, I try to get along with people, I try to let them do and be themselves. This is what I get. This is the thanks that I get, is for being fucking too nice. Now, when I'm not fucking nice, or when I start going off on you, now it's a problem. Because now you feel like, why you got a problem? No, I've been had the problem. I just been trying to be cordial with you while you do your habits, while you dealing with all the shit that you dealing with. But you're not taking care of the important things that you need to take care of. You stressing about this, that, and the other. You trying to do multiple projects and multiple this and that. You trying to go on trips, but then, motherfucker, you can't afford it because you got other shit going on, and trying to turn this and that, and saying like what you used to do and how you used to be buying bags and all this stuff for people. But was those people even deserving? Like, when I'm buying stuff for people, or when I'm just going and trying to be the person that I am because I care about you, that's the only time that I really am like saying something, because I care about your health. I care about you as a person. But when you feel like I'm just nagging at you and I'm just trying to, go against something that you doing, now you want to be like tripping. Or you want to say I'm tripping. No, I'm not tripping. I'm just being real and trying to tell you, like, dude, think about your health. You 50-something now, but motherfucker, eventually you going to be 70 and 80. You still going to be trying to hang with the 40-year-olds and the 50-year-olds too? You going to be too fucking old. So why don't you try to help yourself out and slow that shit down? Because, shit, what I did in my 20s and 30s, I ain't trying to do that shit in my 40s and 50s. Then you want to say, I'm old school. Okay, I'm old school. So be it. I'm old school. If I don't dress a certain way, I'm not with the style. Motherfucker, what style is that? Because, motherfucker, the style that was in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, that motherfucker, they bring it back now. And it's 2024. People still wear certain things from way back when. And they just bringing it back with different dazzles and finazzles. So, I just, you want to say I'm not acting my age or whatever. Well, it is what it is. I ain't acting my age. Okay. And what are you acting like? It be stuff like that just be like, wow, I'm not acting my age, but then I'm not doing the stuff that I was doing when I was in my 20s either. I'm not doing the stuff when I was in my early 30s either. So make it make sense, y'all. So if anybody has some comments, please leave some comments below, because I think I'm just not with it at this moment in time. Ciao.